Hello, welcome to a visualizer for Homes and Car Explorer. In this application, we are going to collect housing and vehicles data set that have been posted on Craigslist, and we're going to visualize them using a map, a line chart, a pie chart, a bar chart, and yes. So over here we can see a map and we can see some lines and plots on this map. On this right panel over here, we can see some filters that we can apply to narrow down our results and search for some available housing posts. We can see that we've given this some housing types, and we've given this a price filter, a square feet filter, a number of beds filter, and a number of baths filter. So let's try to search for some housing data and visualize it using this map. We're going to select apartment, condo, loft, townhouse, and we're going to search homes. Let's narrow it down a bit more, and let's make the price maybe 500 to 700, and 500 to 800 square feet, and number of beds and number of bathrooms too. So now we've filtered down our housing data set to get the relevant housing, and these are all the housings with the specified filters that are visualized on the map. When our zoom level for the map is below 5, all our data will be grouped according to its state, by the state that it's located in, and we can visualize using this. So when we press visualize charts, we will be this page will open up, and this bar chart shows the average price and the minimum and the maximum price of all the homes that are located in a particular state. This is a horizontal bar chart, and in this stack bar chart we show the same thing, but it will be grouped by the type of the housing. So over here we can see apartments. They're only apartments. And this red line, blue line, and green line. So the red line represents the min price, the blue line represents the average price, and the green line represents the maximum price. Over here we can see a line chart which shows the individual listings and the properties of the individual listings. So this blue line represents the square feet of the house, and this red line represents the price of the house. And we can see a good relationship between the square feet and the price of the listing ID. And this shows the number of homes in each state. And we can say in the United States there are 3 homes, and in Alabama there's 1 home, and in Indiana there's 1 home, and so on. So these are the representations using a bar chart, using a stack bar chart, a bar chart, a multi-series line chart, and a pie chart. So let's go back over here. Now let's expand our search, and let's make it 900. And let's search homes, okay? And let's increase our price, and let's search homes again. And now let's try to zoom in a bit more. Now when we increase our zoom, and if our zoom value is between 5 and 7.5, we're going to group all their homes by their counties. So now let's click on visualize charts. We will see the same charts again, but instead of being grouped by the state they're located in, they're going to be grouped by their county location. And we can also see the types of apartments or homes. So we can see there's a duplex which has a min price, average price, and a maximum price of 775. We can see that there are apartments which have a min price of 750, an average price of 778, and a maximum price of 795. And we can also see a house which have a min price of 510, average price of 583, and a maximum price of 640. We can see these values through the tooltips that are located over here. And when we hover over the chart, we can see that these values are displayed over here. Similarly, we can see this line chart, and we can see the listing IDs for each of these line charts. So with the listing ID of 3813, we can see it has a square feet of 640 square feet, and a price of 640 also. Similarly, for a listing ID of 16838, we can see it has a price of 790 and a square feet of 840. And we can see the locations in Shasta County. There's only one house. In the Pima County there are 2 houses. In Fresno County, there's one house. All these visualizations are built using D3.js. When we zoom in more, and let's increase our price, and let's increase our square feet, we can see now that there are more homes. And now let's zoom in a bit more. Now it will start being grouping by the city. Now we can see that now they're grouped by the cities over here. And when we zoom in a bit more, so if our zoom value is between 7.5 and above, let's actually visualize a home in our San Francisco itself, which is over here. And let's see, these are all the homes in San Francisco. And let's increase the price to like 10,000, and for 10,000 again. And let's see, search shows. Now we can see all the homes in San Francisco. When we hover, we can also see some kind of a visualization, and we can see the actual price, the predicted price, the number of beds, the number of baths, the square feet, and all the other properties that are relevant to this house. And let's try to visualize it. And once we visualize it, it will be grouped by the different neighborhoods. So we can see that in Mission Bay, there's one place. In Ingleside, there's one place available. In Soma, there's one place available. In Cypress Avenue, there's one place available. In Duboco Triangle, there are two places available, and so on and so on. And all this data is represented using these charts over here. And we can see the bar chart, the stack bar chart, the pie chart, and the line chart. And let's go back. Similarly, we can also visualize vehicles that are for sale. So these are all the filters like price, year, mileage, manufacturers, where we can select the different kind of manufacturers that we want. We can see the fuel types and the vehicle types. So if we go up and we can see search, and we try to search cars. Let's try to apply more filters in. We can see more vehicles are applied since we have expanded our filters and we've added more filters. And let's try to visualize them. So now this will visualize all the cars that are for sale. And when we hover, we can see the values. So in Deschutes counties, there's a maximum. The cars have a maximum price of $34,900, an average price of in Oregon, the cars have a maximum price of $33,990, an average price of $15,280, and a minimum price of $3,950. And in Oregon, which is this blue one over here, we can see that there are 3 cars available. And these are the different types of cars, which is an Acura, Cadillac, and Lincoln. And we can see the properties of the individual listing, like the number of miles this car is driven and the price of this car over here. So for listing ID 2080, we can see it has average of 38,000 miles, and it has a price of $46,000. This is basically our visualization. All of our data is hosted in a MySQL database that is hosted using Amazon RDS, and we fetch all of our data and we filter all of our data using our backend service. And our backend service is being created using Go, and they're being hosted using AWS Lambda functions. And our front end, and we connect our front end with a backend using an API, which has been created using Amazon API Gateway. Like so now, and we represent all our visualizations using d3.js. And to provide more details on individual listing, we can just hover over it, and we can see the actual price, a predicted price, how much we're losing, the year, the mileage, the type of the car, the fuel type, the manufacturer, and the address of where the vehicle is being sold. This is basically our entire application. Thank you so much for watching.